All right, what's going on, y'all? So today I just want to talk about snakes. And people probably think, what are you talking about? Snakes? No, I'm just talking about people that are snakes. People that when you talk to them or you have the impression of them being a snake. Now, I'm going to bring up a situation when I met one of the guides that I worked for. Now, normally, what I tell people all the time, and I know people heard this before, your first impression could be the impression that people view you forever. And when I had this quote unquote talk or this first impression with this particular person, my impression was what everybody was saying. People said that he was this way one day and then he flipped the switch another day. Okay? One thing that I always tell myself, I'm not the type of person that flip a switch on and off. I am who I am. I'm not going to act a certain way in front of certain people to appeal to them. And I'm not going to act a certain way to make it seem like I'm going to be, I don't know, playing mind games or whatever you want to call it. So, this guy, he's a store lead, store manager, whatever, store lead. There at our store I work at. He's there to fill for, I guess, our store manager's been on leave for a minute, I guess. Store manager's not coming back, I don't know. But he's there. Now, I met this guy. I was off 2 days. So I was off on Monday, Tuesday, and I came back to work on a Wednesday. This was about 2 months ago. And we walked on the floor. We walked the sections that I control. And he was saying certain things. You know, he's walking back and forth. I'm in charge of stocking lead. So we have these, you can go out on the shelf in the food consumable area, the foods. Consumables is mainly, you know, your pet food, all that, your hair stuff, your toothpaste stuff, your lotion, your pharmacy, vitamins, insures, that type of stuff. And of course, we have an infant section, which is all the baby stuff. So I gotta, take care of that too. And of course, all the food aisles too. We have this thing called top stock. Top stock is so when you have your regular shelves, the top stock is the highest shelf, which will have your overstock or your, one or two items that you put up there that won't fit on the shelf, that when somebody buys it, you bring the stuff down and you put it where it's supposed to go. So as we're walking the floor and he's walking and talking with me and telling me that, top stock looks terrible. Or it's not terrible, it's I forgot the word he used, but it's in the same ballpark. And as we're walking, he's talking and I'm talking, and I had brought up a situation and told him that they're putting up more than they're supposed to. They're opening up whole cases. Instead of sending a case back, or if it's multiple cases, instead of sending it back and bending it in the back room, they're just putting it up there and turning it into a cluster, which is not supposed to be. And his conversation, every time I would say something, he always had something else to say. And I started noticing that, the things he's saying, you know how when you hear somebody say they're sneak dissing you, all he was doing the whole entire time was sneak dissing me, but saying that he really wasn't dissing me. So we all know what a sneak diss is. We all know when somebody's trying to diss you, but not trying to diss you. So I took it for what it was. And like I said, he just kept talking. Whenever I say something, it seemed like he had to jump in front of me and say something over top of it. So as we walk and then we walk back, I just completely stopped talking. I just started shaking my head and listening to him, kind of giving him eye contact, but then not giving him eye contact. And just let him keep going and talk what he wanted to talk. And about a week later, we had a meeting on the sales floor. We had a meeting on the sales floor with some of the sales floor associates, along with my crew. And I believe it might have been a couple other managers, but he was the one speaking and having the meeting. And throughout the meeting, he was talking about multiple different things. When he got around to what my crew do, he acknowledged us and gave us credit. And he asked me, while we're in this whole meeting, did I want to give anyone in my crew any credit? I said, yes, I would like to give my whole crew the credit. I wasn't going to single out any single individual. I said I would give my whole crew credit. Okay? That meeting went and left. About another week later, he texts my boss and texts him a nice little paragraph saying we need to figure out how to help him out. We need to figure out what's going on. We need to figure out this and that with the whole top stock situation. Basically saying that I'm not getting the top stock done, or my crew is not getting it done the way he expect. Okay? So we went from you introducing yourself, dissing me, sneak dissing me. Then the following week, you giving my crew credit. Then the following week, you going back to saying that I'm not getting it done and my crew not getting it done. Okay? So I think a couple weeks went by. And I was out there on the floor doing top stock. And we had a conversation. And the conversation went like this. I basically told him, okay, the first week that I met you, you walked, we talked, you said what you needed to say. And I felt like I couldn't say anything. You were doing all the talking. I let it go. The following week, me and my crew, you gave us credit in the meeting in front of the store of all the associates and a few of the managers that were there. Then the following week, I didn't mention my coach, my boss. I didn't mention him in this, but I said the following week, you going back to saying that I'm not doing this and not doing that, or we're not getting this done, or you're multiple things that's leading up to me again. He basically beat around the bush, jumped around it, and kind of said that, oh no, you guys are doing good. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all, things are getting better. It's still some things we need to work on. And the whole entire time him talking like, yes, I can go back and talk with you. We can sound like we cool in the conversation, but the conversation in my eyes and my mind, I'm not cool with the guy. I can respect you, but I'm not cool with it. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I would ever put myself in a situation to dislike somebody, but I just don't trust somebody that talks like that. And when you hear somebody talking like that, it gives me snakish vibes, because personally, the man has an issue with talking down to a lot of associates in the store and talking bad about associates in front of associates, which I do not respect. If you can't literally walk up to the person and say what you said to me, to them, I can't respect you. Because I can sit up here and say what I need to say to whoever I need to say it to, and it can be said in the correct way, and it won't be put in a disrespectful way or something that sounds like you're physically attacking them in the way that you should not be attacking them. We can also always have these good conversations. If something is bad going on, we can have good conversations. But what you should not do, and what you should not do, and what you will not do, is speak bad upon people that either are in my crew or people that I know. Because, like I said, he sit up there and said one time, it's a particular lady, he called her lazy. I'm sitting in the back room, we're having a conversation, and he's sitting up here saying, oh, look at this person right here, or look at this girl. I forgot how he said it, but she's about as lazy as I don't know what. And just kept saying stuff, and like we having a whole conversation about something else. And I'm like, he just take his eye off. He took his eye off the conversation we was having, and he literally started talking about her. And as he kept talking about her, I'm sitting up there saying to myself, like, we having a conversation. Like, why? Why you got to talk about somebody else? Like, why? And why you got to do it in front of me? If you want to go talk with your management team about someone, you go do that. That's the type of energy you carry, and you carry that with them. Because my thing, I hate that type of stuff. Like, you sitting up there talking about somebody right in front of me. To the point where this particular lady I know, she know because he said it to her. And it's a joke. Me and her have this joke. Like, I literally said, man, you know what I'm saying? This is what I say to her. We joke about this all the time. I was like, I don't even know why you working, man. You a lazy piece of shit. And she was like, yeah, I know. I'm so lazy, I don't even know why I exist. It's just, we just be saying things back and forth, because it's like, the man said that to her. And that was like disrespectful to say it. The lady's not lazy. The reason why he called her lazy, because it was a particular item that she's supposed to find. She works in pickup. People that, get their stuff, they come and go outside. I mean, they're outside, or they come inside the building, and they, the people that do the shopping for you in the store. So it was a particular item that she was looking for, and she couldn't find it on the sales floor at all. And I believe he had told her to go ask one of the team leads that works in that area, and he called her lazy. I just don't remember how the whole conversation went with her, but I remember how she was telling me that he called her lazy right in the front of her face, and when he went look for the item, he couldn't find it either. So he didn't apologize to her about the situation. Like I said, it is what it is. We can sit up here, we can talk the way we want to talk to people, and you don't apologize. You can sit up here and feel like you're in a position where you're looking down on people and you won't apologize. I've learned that a lot over the past few years. For the company that I work for, they're starting to put a lot of energy into people that look down on associates. A lot of these managers, I'm not gonna say management, I'm gonna say managers, because some do care. A lot of us, we have an outside life. Salary members of management, some of them, I guess, don't have outside lives. They breathe where they work at. They're put on a mission, and they have to work these ridiculous amount of hours regardless. They got to work a shift regardless. If they get told they have to go to another store, bye-bye, they got to go. But as us being regular associates and getting paid hourly, the disrespect from some is beyond something that I want to deal with and keep dealing with. I have told people, this is going on my 10th year. In April of 2022 will be 10 years of me working for this company. And I have just seen so much from the beginning, when I first walked in the building, up till now, how so much has changed and so much has been going on throughout the 10 years of me working there. I remember when I first started working at this company, I remember how people was telling me how good things were before. And just year after year, it's just started to change more and more. And I could believe that. You can sit up here and say what you need to say, but I'm going to tell you this right now, man. The worst thing you could do is keep living through somebody else's dream. Me personally, I have so much in my mind. I have such a very, very, very good vision and passion for what I like doing. So I'm slowly starting to dip myself out of the company that I'm working for. I'm doing more to establish what I need outside of working for this company. Period. I love seeing the people around me that I work with, but I'm not going to keep continuing to work in this type of situation at all. It's just, like I said, it's a lot of disrespect that goes on. It's a lot of people that I respect throughout this whole time of me working for this company. It's a lot of managers that I miss. And when I mean miss, it's a lot of managers when I first started working for this company that, man, I fell in love with them, man. When I mean fell in love with them, I'm not talking about relationship. I'm just talking about just them. And a lot of them are gone right now. They're gone. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. You know, I tell you all the time I have these little quick rants and these quick thoughts, but if anybody down there got the same situation or similar situation that y'all want to put down in the comments, put them down in the comments. Like, of course, comment, subscribe. Peace.